away. Serving will be Groshmall. Ball is hit over by Otineru. Groshmall to Fears. There's Frederick. That's blocked back. On Danielson because they wanted her, as you say, they wanted her to handle the serve and then have to reposition herself.
Exactly.
Otineru off the block. There's Fredrickson. Kai Hui is there. Mafua goes outside. Farrell off the block.
The year shoots almost 200.
Mafua serves. Outside it goes to Frederick again. She hits it long. That into the net. Service error. First 11th in the nation in digs coming into this doubleheader. Farrell pushes it into the back row. Groshmall is there, and the ball is hit over by Hill. Mafua works it to Otineru.
And a way of seeing the block.
Kaufman serving. That ball is hit over by Seaton, saved by Hill. Outside to Frederick, and Frederick hits it off the block. It went hit 0.53, however. Mafua goes to Farrell, and Farrell able to find the open. Pepperdine into the back row. Serving is Otineru. That ball is hit over by Robinson. Ball comes back in the air by Friedman. Fears and Groshmall. Here's Frederick. Taps it across. Kai Hui. Mafua to Danielson. That's dug up nicely by Robinson. And that ball hit over and down.
5-4.
Serving is Frederick. Dug up by Otineru. Mafua, and that's blocked. Off the hit by Hewitt. Chased down by Farrell. Gets it across. Advantage Pepperdine. They work it to Hill. Cross court and in. Frederick to serve for Pepperdine. Serves it deep. Otineru, Mafua, Danielson. And that's off the block and out. They went off Hill.
Yeah.
Against Pepperdine. That's not good.
Yeah, they hit, like I said, 301 against top 25 teams.
Ball is served deep, and that ball is served out.
Well, what the Pepperdine coaching staff told you is coming true.
Ourselves.
Yeah.
Kai Hui serves. That's an ace. That ball went off Friedman. Kai Hui serving again. Dug up by Frederick. Ball goes outside, and that is hit over by Adelhelm. Ball comes over, and the dump shot, not good. Good dig by Otineru, and Kaufman gets it over. Ball hit over by Groshmall.
Two-time All-WCC.
Danielson, Mafua, there's Kaufman.
Out to the pin and really throw the blockers off.
Danielson serving, Robinson, Fears. Ball is hit over by Seaton. That is saved by Farrell. Mafua goes to Otineru, and she hits a home run over the center field wall. Danielson, Mafua from her knees. Otineru, and that ball hits the floor in front of Groshmall. Serving is Mafua, knuckleballs it over. Waiting for it is Fears. Quick back set to Adelhelm.
Midway through game two.
Serving is Robinson. That's dug up by Kai Hui. Mafua hit over by Otineru.
Foot and still got the kill.
11 serving, 9. Kaufman serving. Waiting is Fears. Back set goes to Seaton. Seaton able to get that ball by Hewitt. So both teams in double figures.
Seaton at 6'5". Boy, she is big. Boy, I've seen so many big teams, Jim, these last 3 weeks, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
This team has 4 players that are 6'3" or bigger in their starting lineup. It's huge.
It's like Hawaii is trying to play its way through a forest. Serving is Friedman, but she puts it into the net. Serving Otineru. That ball dug up by Groshmall. Fears goes to Hill. Otineru with the dig. And that ball goes cross court by Farrell and out. Farrell cannot afford to have that kind of a night again. So she's no doubt thinking about it.
And the last thing she should be thinking about is an error, because she made too many of them last night. The more she thinks about it, the more she's going to make. She needs to be thinking kill here.
Frederick serving. Mafua double-handed over, trying to get into the back corner was Danielson, couldn't do it. Frederick gets it across, away with the advantage. Mafua to Hewitt. That ball is dug up. They go to Groshmall, and Hewitt blocks. Groshmall digs it up, chased down by Fears, over by Groshmall, and off Farrell and out. Good point for Pepperdine after a long rally, and they come back to tie it at 12.
You've got to give credit to Pepperdine for being patient.
Frederick serves. Here's Farrell. Farrell just with a touch. Got it down. Now let's see. That could be a violation.
I think Farrell went into the net before the ball touched the ground. Had the ball touched the ground first and then she hit the net, it would have been okay.
13-12. Pepperdine leading by 1. Frederick continues to serve. That ball dug up by Otineru. Mafua goes clear cross court to Danielson. And Robinson hits it up, saved by Friedman, and Frederick gets it across. Here's Mafua again. Danielson, that's dug up by Robinson. Danielson off the block. And Frederick cannot save it for Pepperdine.
You see Kanani Danielson hit that last ball just a little harder. She was tired of being dug by Robinson, so she goes, okay, you want to see some heat? I'll give it to you. And she really put a lot on that last swing.
We're tied at 13. Coming in to serve for Hawaii is Brandt. Stephanie Brandt gets it in. Friedman trying for the dump shot, doesn't work. That ball never got over the table. So Fears guilty of the error. Hawaii leading by 1, 14-13 in the first game. Serving again is Brandt, and that's a double hit call on Friedman. So we've reached 15 in the first game, and so far it's pretty even. Hawaii leading by 2. Pepperdine Waves from Malibu, California. 8,000 in the student body, founded in 1937. Serving is Brandt. Frederick to Fears. That ball is hit over by Hill. Good save by Brandt. Double hit ball. It's Hill. Back up by Kai Hui. Mafua. And that is hit well that time by
up on the outside for Cubi-Otineru and Danielson.
Hewitt with really an
Oakley by Fears. Smart play.
Knuckleball over. Otineru, Mafua. There's Kaufman into the deep corner. Serving is Danielson. Dug up by Robinson. Here's Fears. Back set. That ball goes over by Adelhelm. Hawaii will return it. Mafua sets up Danielson, and that goes off the block right in the middle. Serving his lead just into the game. Down the middle comes Grosh. He's got to start making a move here. That ball comes over, dug up by Frederick. Fears goes outside. Seaton. That's Brandt. Goes cross court, and then the ball hit over by Otineru. Saved by Frederick. Then saved by Fears. Groshmal gets it over. Here's Mafua. Outside. Otineru off the block. Saved in the back row by Frederick. And Pepperdine gets it back across. Here is Otineru again. Otineru hit that with absolute purpose and necessity. So Hawaii wins the long rally that time, and they now lead 20-15.
Otineru was tired of getting dug, and Pepperdine, meantime, making some terrific digs in the back row, especially Leila Frederick. She picks up this one. Look at this stretch out one-arm dig.
Grossmall hits it, and that ball goes long. 21-15 Hawaii. That ball dug up by Grossmall, overpass and hammered down. Catherine Fowler comes into the front row. Near the net. Ball is pushed over by Grossmont. Brandt goes to Kaufman. That ball dug up by Robinson. Kaufman again, dug up by Robinson again. The Grossmont. Seaton gets it across. Kaihui. Brandt. Otineru. Waiting for it is Fears to Seaton. Off the block, Otineru is there, chased down by Brandt. Otineru from around the 3-meter line, but she was kind of serving is Groshmal. Big hit.
Line and everything in between.
Mafua serving. Dug up by Robinson. There's Fears. Frederick through the double block from her knees is Kai Hui. Mafua to Farrell. That's up again by Robinson. Back set. That goes to Seaton and a net violation call. So a point for Pepperdine. It's 24 for Hawaii, 17 for Pepperdine. Pepperdine's got to play perfectly for a long period of time. So Hawaii went along, battled, and all of a sudden attained separation. So Pepperdine trying to close the gap here, but that's a tall order. Serving is Robinson. Daihui Mafua. Ball is pushed over, down and in by Otineru. Otineru with her repertoire in that first game. I mean, it was spectacular the way she hit the ball all kinds of ways. 7 kills in game 1 for Otineru. Hawaii leads in this match 1-0 as they're able to win it 25-17.